The deal is expected to be finalized, and he's going to be the newest quarterback for the New Orleans Saints and expected to be their starter. Now, they still got Jameis Winston on the roster. I don't know what's going to happen with Andy Dalton, but Derek Carr is on his way to New Orleans, and he will be signing with the New Orleans Saints. That's the breaking news right now. You guys remember the video where I went live and talked about how he declined to be traded anywhere and that he wanted to be released? Well, the New Orleans Saints, they didn't want to pay him that $40+ million that was going to be owed to him had he not got cut. So now he's going to come in on a brand new deal. I'm sure the Saints and the Derek Carr, they're going to work something out and they're going to come to a reasonable price tag. But they won't have to worry about giving him $40 million now. He's going to be with the Saints. They wanted him. They reached out to him. He went out there and met with the team. And Dennis Allen, his former coach, and the organization, the front office, and it looked like it's going to get done. And he will be the newest quarterback for the New Orleans Saints next year. Now, the question is, will they win the NFC South? Will they win this division? I think they have a pretty good chance of winning this division. Tom Brady is retired. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we don't know what's going to happen with them. Some players in free agency might leave. Levante David, we don't know if he's going to come back with Tampa Bay or not. They're going to lose some pieces, and they don't know what they're going to do as far as the quarterback situation. Kyle Trask, are they going to sign a free agent? Are they going to draft somebody? We don't know what the situation in Tampa Bay is going to be like. Tom Brady's not walking through that door. He is officially retired. He's not doing that shit where he came back after a month or two and said, "Oh, I'm coming back." No, he's not going to get that itch again. He's done. So we don't know what's going to happen with Tampa Bay. The Panthers, they're going to be looking to go quarterback this draft. They're young. They're up and coming. They got a new head coach, Frank Reich, new staff. Basically, yeah, a brand new entire staff. Everything, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, you name it. They got a lot of new shit over there. So they're trying to figure it out. And the Falcons. Will the Falcons go with Desmond Ritter next year, or bring in a quarterback, or try their luck again in the draft and draft somebody? I don't know. So you got questions about the Falcons, you got questions about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and you have questions about the Carolina Panthers for sure. So this division, bro, the Saints can win this division next year, 100%. They can be the leaders of this division next year like they were in years past. Their reign of winning the NFC South year after year, what they was doing in the past with Drew Brees, they can go back to doing that. So, yes, I do believe this helps them in their case of potentially winning the NFC South and taking over this division again. So I'm going to say yes. The Saints will win the NFC South next year. But look, it's still early. We haven't even began free agency yet. Free agency is 9 days away, you guys. 9 days away. All right, it starts March 15th, I believe. And then you got the NFL draft after that. So we haven't even begun to see the moves and the possibilities that could happen in the future as far as new players coming to different teams. So, look, even with that being said, I'm still going to say the Saints are going to win this division. Derek Carr, it didn't work out with the Raiders. He made the playoffs, I believe, twice. They didn't win a playoff game. But he had some good years with the Raiders, had some down years for sure. But he's not the worst quarterback in football, all right? He's not the worst, all right? I believe he is better than Andy Dalton, 100%. Jameis Winston, I believe he's better than Jameis Winston too. But I'm going to say this about Jameis Winston. After he got hurt, he never got another chance to come back and prove himself as the Saints starter. Once he got hurt, they stuck with Andy Dalton, and all they did was lose games. They never went back to Jameis Winston. So all this told me was they didn't believe in Andy Dalton or Jameis Winston, and they wanted to go out there and get a new guy, and that new guy will be Derek Carr. So I don't know how Raiders fans are feeling right now because, look, I said in my video where they cut him that He stuck it to the Raiders. He didn't want them getting no compensation back as far as him being traded. But I do believe they will get a comp pick. I don't know how this is going to work. They might get a comp pick just because he signed with New Orleans. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, he didn't want them getting no compensation. And he said, look, cut me. And the Saints ended up getting him anyway. He's going back with his former coach and Dennis Allen. Those two familiar with each other with the Raiders. He was the Raiders head coach years ago. So we'll see how this goes. But yes, I 100% believe, even though we haven't seen any moves in free agency or the draft, which is coming up next month, I believe the New Orleans Saints are the favorites to win the NFC South. I believe they will win the division next year. Derek Carr definitely improves that quarterback roster. And he's coming into a division that's not good. It's a weak division. So Derek Carr, have at it. All right? You got Alvin Kamara to work with. Michael Thomas, I don't know his situation. But you got some guys to work with. Chris Olave. You got some weapons over there. You're going to look to improve in free agency and the draft, of course, to get better on both sides of the football. But you got a nice, solid team over there. And the Saints, they play good defense. They play good defense over there. So you got a good team. You're going to get improvements this year in the draft and free agency. So let's see, man. You're in a weaker division. Let's see what you can do. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. A few people that are tuning in, welcome, welcome. I'm about to be heading out. But once again, Derek Carr is signing with the New Orleans Saints. And that deal is expected to be finalized. So he will be the newest starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. They're bringing him in. And yeah, that's that. But I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on so you don't miss a video. And I will see you guys next time once again for the final time. Derek Carr is signing with the New Orleans Saints. Peace out.